Where's that treasure map?
Arg, what's up everybody? It's the Pirate Stacker coming at you, and happy Friday. Today, I'm going to do something I never, ever thought I would do. I'm going to nerd out on pennies for a second. Look, I guess this is just one of those things. You break away from stacking a little bit, you start appreciating the old coins, and eventually it leads you to being excited about pennies, which I never ever thought that would be the case for me, but here we are. And so let me take you down a quick jog down penny lane here. I've got loads, by the way. I've been separating and hoarding copper pennies forever, and I've got tons and tons and tons of tons. And I cracked into some rolls I bought like 2 years ago. If you guys have been watching me for a long time, we used to do the $10 challenge, and every week I'd buy something for $10, and I had picked up 5 rolls of pennies, and they were all copper, and they looked to be in good shape, and I left them. I never even opened them or looked at them. I just bought them because they were like $2 a piece or $1 a piece or something like that. And so I cracked them open, and in fact, I haven't even cracked this one open yet. I opened them because I was like, look how bright those things look. And sure enough, they're all of the same date. And I'm guessing that uncirculated, I don't know, they're really shiny. These are 1964s. They're probably circulated. They're just in really great shape. Real shiny, right? So then I crack open one that's not as shiny. Now, this one I haven't even been able to get into. I've cut it. I've done all kinds of things. I'm going to have to break it open. 1962 Philadelphia's. You can see them in there. And they look smoking hot, right? Really nice. Anyway. And these ones too, these were 1962 Denver's. Whole roll, real shiny, real pretty. But they're a penny, right? They're a copper penny. Big whoop. No big deal. Now I had these brown rolls, and I cracked this roll open, and lo and behold, and I don't know if you're even going to be able to see it on film here, it's got these screaming pinks and yellows on about, I don't know, 35 of the 50 pennies in there. And it's just this tone. They're real yellowy looking. And that pink comes out on, it's kind of an iridescent sort of glow. And I don't know if you're seeing it at all on the video. They look super cool. I don't know how else to say it. Maybe I can get them to show up better. As you shine a light on them, some of them will just catch it and they will just sing. I'm telling you. And I know there's no real value to them, but I just was like, these are incredible pennies. Like, look at that. It looks like it's on fire. Really unusual, like nothing I've seen. The outside of these ones were browner, so it was one of those deals where you didn't know what you were looking at, but as soon as you cracked it open, you could immediately see pinks and yellows, all the colors, and they really have that glow to them. Man, they're just cool. So yeah, I'm pretty cheesy. I was kind of wowed by that, and then I was like, you know, I've got these other pennies too, and I'm planning to send a couple to be graded. But let me show you some of the pennies, because I've never done a penny video, and we'll call this one it. So this is my oldest. It's an 1820 coronet. Obviously, this is in pretty bad shape. You can make out the date. And it clearly says 1 cent on the back, but you can see it's very worn. Again, though, this is 102 years old. I mean, That's an old penny. That is an old penny for sure. And my next one will be this guy. And I call this one the big cent. Now, this one's actually in great shape. And I'm going to get this one graded. It's an 1848. And you can see the detail on that. 1 cent on the back. And it is just a beautiful coin. Again, I don't know much, if anything, about pennies. I just love that they're copper, and I appreciate that they're cool, right? So I'm here just enjoying my pennies, like the simple pirate I am. I got this guy, pretty neat. This one here is the flying eagle, and this one's got some good detail on it, and it's kind of a nice one too. 1857. Flying Eagle. So again, you know, I think the neat thing is these are a part of history, aren't they? And it's one of those things where you get into it. Now, I'd never seen any of those pennies until within the last like 2 years. The oldest penny I knew of was the Indian head. You know, and I have multiple of those. And the Indian head's cool. It's pretty iconic. That one's pretty beat. 1863. That's an early one. Indian head's neat. It's one of those that we seen growing up. If you were in your 40s like I am, you know, this is a penny that popped up every here and there. And it was kind of a cool thing. Oh, look, I got an Indian head. Kind of neat. And then we've got our steel cents, the old 1943, which I just bought a slab set of, and I love them. You know, it's just a neat one-off, 1 year, steel penny made. Everything else is copper, so that's just kind of one of those neat pieces of history. And then we're into our Lincoln cents here, and we got these smoking guys, right? And, man, let me find a good one. Let me find a good one. Shows up. There we go. That one's pretty cool. And we got the Lincoln cent, and it's cool in its own right. You know, we've been jamming with this one. Now, we have newer pennies now. The Lincoln, it seemed like, was forever. It seemed like that ran for like 100 years or so. And anyway, it's just kind of a neat, fun thing. I thought it was an exciting thing, and here I am sharing it with you. But wait, there's more. I did get a mail call from my pal, SHTF. Yes. Scrapping, hoarding, tinkering, fun. It's not the SHTF we know. But yeah, sent me a coaster as well. Comes in handy, right? And funny thing is, he sent me... Pirate Stacker, you suck so bad during the Fury, the barista thought you could use it. This is the sucker prize. If you haven't checked out SHTF, Scrapping, Hoarding, Tinkering, Fun, do. He does all kinds of games and fun stuff on his show, and including the sucker prize. The Fury he's talking about is the Red Balls of Fury GA that I did with Fish. That was a lot of fun. Thank you very much. He's been a pal of mine for a minute. He came down here to Florida. We met up. Man Mountain Metals, also a great guy. And he's got the sucker prize here. You know what? Maybe I'm missing something. 1 ounce. Is one of these? Wait a minute. Whoa! Look at that. A real dum-dum. And here we've got a 1 ounce tin dum-dum. Wow. That's cool. That is super cool. I wasn't even thinking about that, and then it dawned on me. That's really neat. So he gets these from Man Mountain Metal. Super cool piece. That is the sucker prize tin dum-dum lollipop. And he sent me another little goodie. Redneck Metals. Also a great pourer within the community. And this is a new one to me. He poured a tiny skull made of bismuth, whatever you want to call it. And if you remember, I actually just had my bismuth out, and it is these bars, right? Bismuth. Very cool bars. These are my Grim Metals one. And that, of course, got poured into these by Wild West Stacker. Also bismuth. Very, very cool. Hey, thank you for that, SHTF. I'll put a link in the description below to his channel. That is super cool. Hey, that's going to do it for today. Thank you all for watching. Pirate out. Arg. Oh yeah, I'm still here, guys. Hey, this gob that's coming up next Wednesday, we're adding more loot to it. How about a really cool pirate t-shirt? Anybody think that's pretty neat? Yeah, we're going to throw that in. We're going to throw in some other awesome stuff too. Just like I said before, you got to comment on every video from when we started this until Wednesday, when I give away the furnace, the prizes, some silver, all the good things. Make sure you leave a comment in the description below. Pirate out.